How are you today? It's a beautiful day, and I believe it's a Monday that you'll be seeing this video on anyway. And today, as promised from last week's video, I'm going to tell you all about my experience in the Outback. And my god, I've been so excited to tell you guys what I've been doing out there. If any of you don't know, then I spent my 88 days on, well actually I spent 91. I really enjoyed it. And just a side note, forgive the room which is behind me right now. Forgive it, please. It's a mess. I spent my 88 days in a small outback town called Ilfracombe, which is Western Queensland. And I worked on a sheep station. Now, if you want to get a second year working holiday visa in Australia, you have to complete 88 days of regional, rural farm work. Explaining things again so well today. And I got so many unbelievable experiences, so I'm gonna run through them all with you now. Luckily, when I was there, we had 2 lots of shearing. Now, they only shear twice a year, so I was so lucky to be there for both of them. So here is some footage of some nice shearers. And I got to have my hand at shearing. Photo. It's very difficult. I mean, these people are fast, very fast at what they do, and they're very skilled, and it was so much fun, and I just loved it. I love animals, so working with animals all the time. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. I knew this would happen when I filmed this video. I would get way too excited. I also went up in a plane and light aircraft, and to be honest, you can easily pay a couple of $100 to go up in the Outback or anywhere in the world and go around for 30 minutes or 45 minutes in a flight, and I got to do that. We went out the day before we started mustering for shearing, and it was awesome. We got some amazing views, and then to top it off, he let me fly the plane. That was so exciting. Obviously, there's no footage here now. I stopped filming when I was flying. Smart. Always thinking me. Drinky time. Sorry, I was thirsty. This well-being water isn't water very good anyway. It was a rip-off, but the only thing I could buy, $4. I could not believe it. I was very upset. So I got to fly a plane and actually realised it's not the hard bit up there. You're just keeping it straight and level. It's the takeoff and landing that require quite a lot of skill. But that was like phenomenal and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I couldn't thank him more for letting me do that. Another thing you may know if you follow me on social media is that a lamb was rescued on the property and I got to take care of it. It was a week old. Her name was Lena. I named her. Beautiful name, I know. And I probably shouldn't have named her because I instantly got attached to her, obviously. And then the next day I thought she was gonna die. I'm not ready for motherhood, let's just put it like that. Just to watch her grow and literally just go from this little shriveled up, crumpled little baby lamb covered in mud from the dam and so ill and so wouldn't drink her milk to someone who guzzled her milk in literally 30 seconds. Got a proper set of lungs on her, would just literally jump off all fours, and bounce around the garden and come and cuddle me whenever I needed it, and I became mommy, it was incredible. It was absolutely amazing. Also, as one of my jobs when we were shearing, obviously you have to muster all the stock into the place you want them, from the place they are into the place you want them, and on the second round of shearing I got to witness what 3,000 sheep look like, and that was literally blew my mind. It's all you could see were little woolly bobbly heads all in front of you for as far as you could see, and that was awesome. Also, talking of mustering, I got to play on the quad bike a lot. To be honest, the best part of my time there was working with the animals, even if it's from watching Wally and Bolt, the 2 sheepdog they have there on the station, trying to be good little working dogs. Trying their damned hardest, I'll give them that sometimes. But they'd be good one minute, the next they'd just run into the middle of the mob of sheep. And the sheep just went, wow. We were like, well done, congratulations. So it was awesome to have the dogs around the house. It was also awesome to have chucks, which are chickens in Australia. We had 4 chickens, and it was just, you know, I don't know, I just love every sort of animal. And then we have thousands of sheep, which I got to learn how to draft, I learned how to drench, muster, and it was just so much fun. I couldn't recommend doing station work anymore because it really gives you a sense of what this country is about, how the industry is out there, how people live. Talking of how people live, I experienced also droughts. I got to witness it firsthand. When I was in the Outback the first time in Blackhall, when I worked behind a bar, they were suffering from drought there too, but obviously they had bore water. On the property, they took water from the dams. Whilst I was there, the dams dried up, and they had to cart water in from town every single week. Some of the other animals I love, and I cannot forget them, were the roos. There are thousands of kangaroos. Oh my gosh. Because they are just everywhere, and I love them. And the emus, I love those too. So I was literally, technically in my back garden, I had about 5,000 sheep, and I can only estimate about 20,000 roos, a dozen emus, we had pigs, the chucks, the dogs, obviously my beautiful Lena, and just to be surrounded by that much wildlife was spectacular. Also, even though the Outback is very secluded and I didn't get to see a lot of people, I did still make friends. Friends I met in Blackhall came down to Longreach, which is the nearest big town to Ilfracombe. I went in, we had an awesome day. I spent the weekend, we camped, we went to watch the football, we played darts all night, we got so drunk. I got to go back to Blackhall, and just so nice to have people, because when you live in the middle of nowhere, literally, and like 50-minute drive to town, appreciate company. So I don't think I had a bad experience out there. My worst day was probably I had to coil like miles of barbed wire up. It's really sharp, shockingly. In the scheme of everything, I would recommend anyone, even if you're not gonna be working out there, or if you're not gonna be working towards a second-year visa, go to the Outback. And I'm not talking Toowoomba. If you look on a map, I have a map. Wait for upside down. Let me show you what I mean. That is Brisbane. You cannot see this. This is Australia. That is Brisbane. You see? Brisbane. That is Toowoomba. That is not the Outback, people. I'll show you where I was. So we got Brisbane, and I was there in the middle of nowhere. So yes, back to you. I would seriously recommend going to the Outback for everyone, because it opens your eyes to the culture of Australia. Because shockingly enough, it came as a surprise to me, Australia does have culture, but it does not lie in big cities or the East Coast, and never taking away how beautiful the East Coast is, etc, etc. And I didn't come over here for plumbing culture. That's what you'd go to somewhere like South America or Asia or Africa for. But the Outback has its own culture, its own people with their own way of life, with their own funny little sayings and expressions, and just the way they live. And if you ever get the chance to work out on a station, cattle or sheep, do it. Even if it's just for a few weeks, and experience it, because it has by far been the best time I've had in Australia. Also notice I keep saying that. Things just are getting better. Constantly getting better. It's itchy. I did a bun thing and it all kind of went... It's itchy on my head. So yeah, I just kind of thought I'd do a bit of a vlog, tell you all about my time in the Outback, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want more videos like this where I'm just telling you about my travels and just general things, there aren't travel guides or travel advice, and you know, just want to hear about what I'm doing, then like this video, give it that a bigger thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Keep up to date with all my travels and get some advice as well. Don't forget, there is Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all at Psycho Traveller, but the links of course are in the down bar below, and I will see you on Friday. Get that Friday feeling.